All right, we're back up. It's gonna reset.
Yeah.
I literally see it's just like I'm like. Can you imagine what the whole episode? I'm like,
I know. That's why you need the headphones for the beginning.
I know, right? God. Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly DLC. I'm one of your hosts, Kurosh. Straight always with my co-host, Dave Vargas.
Nani?
Jang.
Un amigo de cartel! Un amigo de cartel!
If you're not familiar with us, we come to each and every week to podcasts of your choice, not from cartels of ours. And we take multiple attempts to start our podcast and stream. I'm at fault for that, so if you may have seen the stream. You know, for those that are checking us out on our stream at twitch.tv/theweekdlc, you would have seen that we had a bit of a blunder, error. And, yeah, we're on Twitch, so check us out there. And then I'm messing it. I was all smooth and everything.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, it's just a crush. Well, if you want to know what we do, we're a podcast. We're the Weekly DLC. We talk about nerdy stuff, comics, games, movies, everything in between, pop culture related, you name it, we talk about it. If it's a topic of relevant conversation, we like to have a conversation about it. We usually sit around the table. We talk about nerdy stuff. We each pick a topic, and we bring it to the table. We try to have some fun. We hope you have some fun with us. We've been going. This is episode 290. 290.
The big 290.
We got 10 more before we hit the big 300. But yeah, this is episode 290. We've done 290 weekly episodes of this podcast, and several spoiler casts, interviews with authors, game developers, game publishers, friends, anyone and everyone. So we have 290 episodes plus some bonus stuff in our streams and podcasts. Go check them out. We have been 5 stars throughout all that time. We're a quality podcast. We may mess up with a few errors here and there, but we do it for you. You know, we go through the trials and tribulations for you, our viewers. But yeah, so this is episode 290. We're gonna have 3 topics today. We're gonna be talking about TwitchCon and possible new changes coming to Twitch, what we think it could be, what we think it might be. We're going to talk a little bit about Overwatch 2 on the horizon right now. And lastly, we're going to be talking about Horizon Zero Dawn getting remade and Sony's decision to do that. They're adding some stuff and some fun things in regards to that. But before we get into our topics, we like to go around the table, tell each other a little bit about our weeks. We're going to start today with birthday boy, Mr. Vargas. Happy birthday, man.
We.
Is it supreme or is it not supreme?
Well, let's find out. Is it supreme or not supreme? So, it was my birthday, and he got me supreme stuff. Ooh. Risk of Rain 2.
It's here.
This hasn't been reviewed yet.
Is that a review copy?
And then the Supreme Cat, and when this one I'm gonna wear. Thank you so much.
Has good resale value. Has good resale value.
This is like the I don't know what the style of hat, like the Burton.
Oh yeah.
Burton also uses this
like
style too. Yeah, and I like that one a lot.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
So what's gonna happen is we're gonna play it. You're gonna review it. We're gonna put another review out there on OpenCritic.
Yeah, and then that'll.
And you'll finally get those points.
I'll go to 99.
You'll be like, it's not that good.
And then I've got Splatoon 3. I don't have it. Thank you so much.
There's 3 of us.
Yeah.
It's the 3rd one.
I'm gonna start playing it. I won't be able to play it tonight, but I'm gonna have to start playing it soon.
Just pick Team Gear.
Yeah.
Isn't that over?
Just pick it. Just pick Team Gear.
Thank you guys so much.
Happy birthday.
And
Happy birthday.
For my week, thank you so much. But for my week, I've been reading manga, and I've tried playing that Grand Blue Versus.
Oh.
It's free on the PlayStation Plus for the
the
subscribers. Yeah. So I downloaded it, and I played the single player, which it turns out to be like a RPG. It's telling you like a bit of the story of. I don't know if this is in line with the anime or not, but it seems pretty good so far. I played like 3 missions and stuff, and seems pretty good.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then just more manga.
Nice. That's
Not
all you
too
can
much.
ask for.
That's all I can ask for.
What are you
Jane?
up to, Jane?
Speaking of manga, there's a new one that's coming out. Well, I think it's been out. There's an anime for it coming out, and they're saying, I don't know why I get recommended manga or anime TikToks, but I do. And they're saying the next big thing, something you would like. I talked about Chainsaw Man when it was like getting hyped. Kaiju number 8.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've heard of that one.
So that's supposedly gonna blow up.
So that's getting an anime. Okay.
Damn, already? I remember the manga hasn't been around that long.
I think
No,
it's like 7 or 8 volumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already pretty high up.
Damn.
But-
I heard about the manga getting really big, and then nice.
Kaiju number 8.
You gonna watch it?
Probably not.
Okay.
I think I might watch Chainsaw Man. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm like in the fence. But I still want to watch Spy X Family. And I know the new season is coming out very, very soon. Or if it's not out yet.
That one was fast. Spike's Family barely finished, and it's already going to come out with the new season.
Yeah.
Went to LA too many times to watch Beyond Fest. And Beyond Fest is just like it's like a film festival, but it's mainly catered towards horror, like in October, but not
okay.
really. But every time I try to get tickets, I could never get tickets. But the way they do the tickets this year is amazing, and a lot of it is free this year. Most of them aren't usually free. The way they do it is the day of. That's when they release the tickets. Prior to that, it was just one day. All tickets are on sale. And then things
free
would
for
go.
all.
Yeah, the one I regret not going is the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you get to watch Predator with them. And then Edgar Wright. I think it was Scott Pilgrim.
Oh,
And
damn.
But there's still some that are still coming out. William Shatner is one of them this year. But I have no interest in watching him. But I did get to see My Best Friend's Exorcism, and it was not that great. I knew who the author was going into it, but I mean, watching it, it made me realize, like, cause originally I was a creative writing major. And I was like, damn, it'd be kind of cool to make a Ghostbusters Exorcist comedy. Like, I could, like, seeing that there's comedy elements to it, but like a hilarious version of demon possession.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, dude, like I kind of want to write something, but I probably won't. Because there's this like, those like those Christian like bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, power of Christ. Yeah, we're good. So one of the guys, that guy killed it. He was like the best thing about that fucking movie. But he has the power of sight or something. So he saw the girl being possessed, and he had to do the exorcism. The guy was
So
killed.
it's campy?
It's funny. It's funny. It's not that scary. It reminded me of if Goosebumps is here and this is like a legit horror film. It's like in the middle.
But would you say like the effects and everything, it had a campiness to
Yes,
it?
it was like Evil Dead cheesiness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it was okay. And then the second movie was Trick or Treat.
Ooh.
The thing is, we got there fucking late. Like we left late, and it was in Hollywood. There's so much shit happened in Hollywood. It took about an hour just to get there. So we're fucking late. We're like, yeah, we're not going in. Hour into the movie? No. It's super late. But a
Damn.
Jack Johnson concert was going on, and like it was a shit show, dude. We were like, shit, we should have left early.
I feel like you live further from LA and you visit more now.
Yeah, it's true. And then I want to go to one last Beyond Fest event. It's basically they're short films, but they're not like mainstream. So that's the last event I want to go to. I mean, there's like more, but like a lot of them are sold out. Like Hellraiser has a new Hulu series, and that was sold out.
Damn.
So I can't go to that. And then I missed Triple R
Oh.
with that fucking audience. Gosh. Like seeing that with the audience is like a totally different experience, I feel like.
Yeah. Like how engaged they are and everything.
But 3 hours worth, though.
Intermission, man.
We don't stream here, even though we're going to TwitchCon.
No?
I think I streamed like twice. And I was in the very first night I streamed, I was tired. I was like, an hour in, I'm like, I'm fucking done, dude.
Just do a sleep stream.
Yeah, I should.
See what happens.
And have the sound effects on.
Just have and like no points used. You can use as many sounds or whatever.
I should.
Oh,
I should.
It's gonna keep you up all day.
But I'm going to stream tomorrow. It'll be the last stream before TwitchCon. I don't think I'm going to stream on Wednesday because I feel like I'm going to have to stay at work a long...
Get some prep done.
Yeah, but Tuesday is going to be spoopy. It's going to be Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
But we're going to put some mods in there.
Ooh.
We're going to put a mod in there. And Mr. X, you can replace him. Okay, so I could use Slimer. I'm not using Slimer.
Okay.
I could use Shrek. I'm not using Shrek. I'm using someone. It's going to be hilarious.
Okay.
I don't know how it's going to turn out. And it's also, I heard the guy makes sound effects as the character. So I'm like, okay. Because I think the Shrek one is like, because I saw her face, the song comes, I'm a believer. And I've heard the Mr. X one with just the sound. X going to give it. X going to he's like coming after you. It's like, holy shit, like hear that song. But I hopefully this character is going to be funny.
So that'll be on Tuesday?
Be tomorrow.
Okay.
If the mod works, because I'm afraid it's not going to work. I have everything set up. I installed it and I had to use like a mod application to run it. So hopefully it works. We'll see. I try to go to fucking Requiem for the Undertale, and I saw the line. I was like,
was it only one day?
No, it's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and I was just like, fuck. I didn't think it's that big. I was like, what?
Did you go on opening day?
No, this is towards the tail. It ends in 3 days.
That's weird. Usually the first few days are that nuts.
Bought Cactus Plat flea market because I was afraid it was going to get sold out, but it looks like they had a lot. So maybe the first day it's not going to get sold out, but I plan to get all 4 figures. What else? Fortnite, a little bit of Splatoon.
How you like Splatoon?
It's cool.
Still enjoying it? Have you got your build, or do you know what you're building towards?
I know what I'm building towards. I don't have the ability
chunks
to create it. So
okay.
I mean, even without the abilities, I've still fucked people up.
Yeah.
Oh
have you messed at all with motion controls yet?
I can't.
No.
I can't.
Yeah. No.
Holy shit, dude! I don't know.
You tried?
Yeah, I can't, dude. Because it's not just motion. You can't even use the right stick.
You can.
Oh, you can? Then I must have to.
Well, the best way to do it is the only thing it doesn't let you use the right stick for is up and down.
Okay.
But I stay put. I use the analog for most things. And then when I need a little adjustment, I kind of just tweak a little bit to get that extra bit that I need to keep tracking. Like if I hone in on a guy, I hone in and then I kind of just stick with him with my motion. It's still like annoying because I had to do like, I don't know, however many we played, and then like another day's worth before I kind of started becoming used to it. But like the thing that's annoying is if you change your starting position, you have to keep resetting.
I can't.
And you can't relax.
It's hard, dude. I was like, I don't know how people play like.
You also you can't relax because any change in like your wrist position, just all of a sudden like it's like you have to be active.
I don't think I'm gonna do fucking.
Dude, it's hard. Dude.
You don't need it. There's a lot you can do with. I think it's like when you want to be those snipers or precision PvP stuff, but.
And even then, no.
Yeah.
I might change my weapon up. I think certain type of roller.
Okay. I tried the one where it's the bucket, but it's the one that drops like multiple eggs out.
Oh
it's too. I like it, but it's too slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Resident Evil 2. No shows. I made my Mister. I'm like 2 episodes away.
Ooh.
Once again, dude, made me cry again. I think Better Call Saul is better than My Mister, but it's probably the best Korean drama I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only 1 season, right?
Yeah. It's crazy because it starts off like less than an hour, and then it's like an hour. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. It's like, holy shit, towards the end it's like really long. But they're at a point in the story of My Mister, I'm like, this could be the ending. I don't know what are they gonna do with 2 more episodes.
Maybe epilogue. You remember how like Game of Thrones, like the penultimate was usually the big one, and then the last was kind of like.
I can already predict there's a death. I just don't know who dies. There's like 3 characters that I think. Man, there's this character, the character that I cried the most for. At the same time, I don't feel bad for her because she's like a jilted lover, but it's like been 20 years. Like, dude, like, move on, dude. Like, at the same time, I'm like, dude, you got to move on, man. You can't just like dwell in that shit. But yeah. And then Twitch getting ready for TwitchCon. I'm not ready.
You got your business cards today.
Today, we'll see. Oh, unbanned from Twitter. Fuck, dude.
Free last bosses.
So now
You gotta change your outro on this now.
I know.
all social media is at the last boss.
Fucking hell, dude. So the story is I got banned. I like to say I got banned because I was talking shit on Ted Cruz. Not the truth. I got banned because I posted DMCA clips of my streams. And I've appealed 4 times. And then this last time was the 5th time. And I was like, you know what? Every time I appealed, I'm like, oh, you know, can you just please unban me? Blah, 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 blah. Very formal. And I was like, on the 5th time, you know what? I'm going to do something different. Fuck it. What have I got to lose, right? So I was like, I've suffered long enough. I've been in Twitter jail long enough. Please release me. And someone read that shit and freed me. And I was like, what? When I got it back, I was like, holy shit. And it's kind of crazy because, like, I got banned for a year and 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
I have control of both Twitters. I'm 2 different people, man. Within a year and 8 months. Like, the shit that I liked and
Changed you.
yeah, man. COVID.
But does it say like what like that request is the one that like
No.
oh it just opened up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, right when I did it, like an hour later, like I got an email saying my appeal got released.
Damn,
I was
dude.
like, holy shit. And I'm
Stop
like,
posting DMCA.
I know. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to be careful. It was funny because I wanted to post a Splatoon one, but there's music in it. I'm like, fuck, I can't.
Just put your own music.
Yeah, just
Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to Walmart.
Yeah, so I'm free.
Congrats. Long time coming. Just in time for TwitchCon. Just in time for your business card.
I know, right? Fucking hell, dude. It's okay. Good talking point.
Did you put your business cards as at the last bosses?
I put banned.
Well, he
Oh,
has
okay.
like all of his like
Yeah.
his socials on there, and then he puts like a not here.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back, baby.
He's back. For me, I went to Disneyland there was like an Oogie Boogie Bash. Like
And I see the sweater.
Oh, that's the
yeah, it was like they were doing like a 30% off on
merch.
stuff. So I was like, usually this stuff is pricey.
I like the color scheme. I like purple.
Yeah, and you also the thing I don't like is a lot of times their long sleeve stuff has like a coarseness to it that I don't like. This one was super soft, so I was like, man, just give me the biggest one. I'm just want to chill. Sam is gonna make a bet out of this. It was fun. We tried to dress up. It was kind of last minute on my part. We went with myself, Dractleton, and Unicorn Membership with some other friends, and then friends of theirs, and they were telling us they're trying to go for like a Marvel theme, and that's all they said. They didn't say to what degree, to what casualness or whatever, but we knew it was gonna be a hot day. It was like 90 degrees. I was like, fuck, I don't want to wear something crazy.
Namor.
I should, yeah. It kept getting closer, and I was gonna do one thing, but like it was really casual compared to what everyone else was doing. Like I was gonna do that I'm not Daredevil, and just the glasses, but the glasses I can't wear. Like I can just put them on for a photo because it just makes everything like completely red. And I was like, I want to do something a little bit more, but I don't know. So I was like, okay, this is a good fallback, and then. Because the 2 of them were Deadpool. They did different versions of Deadpool. And I was like, oh, it came out, theirs came out really well. And then we were shopping last minute. Like, let's go to 2 Spirit stores. Let's go to a Spencer's. Let's go to a Target just to like look around. And I was like, I have some ideas for what I could do. Eventually, we found it in Target. They had Black Panther like kids toy gloves, and they're like the claws come out. And I was like, wait, I could do something with this. So I buy these kids Black Panther gauntlets with the claws. I take it apart. Like, I'm like, we're just ripping this thing apart, unscrewing it, all this stuff. I take the claws out. I cut one of the 4 off, so it's 3. And they had just announced the Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
And I take it, and then we use some, like, bandage to, like, instead of just, because we didn't have any way to hold it.
Yeah.
But we take some bandage, and it just kind of, like, stayed on top of my wrists. And I just wore, like, what Logan wears for Wolverine in the Logan movie, where it was, like, a white shirt, an open button shirt, and some jeans. I was like,
perfect.
As long as I'm next to the Deadpools, this will work. So I just walked around casual wear, like normal wear. Granted, I did not want to wear jeans or long pants.
Yeah.
I was like, this sucks. But that was miles better than what it could have been. So I was Wolverine, and they were both Deadpool. And I was kind of worried because Disney has all these strict rules. They're like, if you have, it's not even that you can't wear a mask. It's that you can't be seen holding a mask. If they see a mask, like on your waist or in your sticking out of your bag, they take it from you. They're like, we don't want any sign that you could have had a mask. So one of them had brought a Deadpool mask for photos. They weren't going to wear it for it. They were just going to put it on. And they're like, they had to tuck it away. They're like, I don't want this taken away or anything. I was like, shit. And I was worried about my claws. They're like little dinky toy claws. Because you guys remember the one I wore several Halloweens ago? Those aren't kids' claws. Yeah. And I was like,
the hot dog?
Yeah. Yeah. And Dr. Disrespect. So it was fun. We had a good time. Did some trick-or-treating. They had like meet and greets with like all these different characters, like from all the different Oogie Boogie and all the different other people. The weirdest one, but the coolest one to me, they had Mickey, Donald, and I guess Goofy wasn't there, but he showed up later, in their Kingdom Hearts attire. And they're like Kingdom Hearts like gear. And they were doing a Photoshop with a Kingdom Hearts like background.
You walk away.
So I'm like, there's all these kids, and like one of my friends has played all of them. I haven't played them, but I enjoy the fandom of it. I've listened to like 10 hours of podcasts about the lore, so I was like, I'm definitely interested in this. And so we got over there. I was super excited, and then like they were like doing more than just photos. They were like shaking hands, hugging, doing a quick funny move or something. And the camera person would always take photos of everyone during all that. So I go, and the first person I meet, I'm like, Donald! And like Donald just goes and just hugs me. And the camera caught my reaction. I'm like, oh. Like it's just like this profound moment. It's funny.
It's funny because they do Hocus Pocus too.
Yeah.
The three sisters.
Yeah. The Sandersons.
Have you seen the interview with Sarah Jessica Parker?
No.
Hocus Pocus. So what do you remember about that film? I just remember flying around and filming and having fun. It's like, what the?
Okay. Yeah, so that was fun. And then watch some House of Dragons. It's okay. They're doing stuff that like I feel like I don't know how many seasons they're planning on going for, but like they're time skipping several years every time. And old characters are looking decrepit, and younger characters, like characters that weren't even born in the first episode, are like 3-year-olds in the second or third episode, are teenagers by the fourth and fifth episode, and I think next episodes they're gonna be like young adults, like Robb Stark, Jon Snow, like that age. And I'm like, are they going to continue at this trajectory? Like, are we just going to see everything get accelerated? And if that's the case, I feel like it's going to be different from Game of Thrones in that it becomes a generational thing. Like, season 1 is with the first gen of parents.
Yeah. And
then you'll see those kids grow up, and in the second season, their parents. Like, just, I don't know. It just seems so accelerated compared to, like, Game of Thrones felt like a slow burn.
Yeah.
In the sense of not in the sense of the action, but in the sense of the journey of the characters.
I assume they're gonna go with this speed for a while, and then once they catch up to what the story is gonna truly be, they're gonna slow it down.
Yeah, I mean the whole, I guess the crux of this is that there's supposed to be infighting war between parts of this house, and this season has been the build of that. Like, it's telegraphed. The show kind of advertises that that's what this is, the tension of, but I just don't like that. Telegraphing is annoying, I think, to some degree. It distracts. So that's been there. Played a little bit of Splatoon, not too much. Fucking Salmon Run is hard. When you're playing at the higher levels, like, people that you only have two options. You have to either play with friends or randoms. And when I'm playing with randoms, sometimes it's like people just bail or they don't know how to use.
Winklevoss twins, like
yeah,
the Winkle twins.
Like you get randomly assigned weapons, and certain people just they like, I cannot function with this weapon, and you get overrun.
Yeah.
Like the pace of the horde mode, and you're just trying to get certain rewards. So, anyway, played a little bit of that, and then my brother, cousin, and I. Ooh, looks very nice.
Supreme.
Looking supreme.
Team Supreme.
We set like a challenge for ourselves in Magic about a month ago, where we have a budget of about $100 for a deck, and the deck is 100 cards, and we have to each like Magic. You can make decks where they're 1 color, 2 color, 5 color. There's 5 in total colors, any combination. We were like, let's do we've never done single color decks. And so, like, let's do a budget and a single color deck and make a deck, and we challenge each other. And so we took some time. We've been building them for, like, the past month, like, tailoring them. Like, mostly waiting for the orders to arrive because we're ordering a lot of this stuff. And we had our matches the other day, or a little bit ago. And they went well. Like, the matches, the thing that I noticed was that they were super even. Like, no one felt really like, oh my god, he's so out of control, crazy. Like, everyone just kind of was around the same. Like, if I did one thing, they're doing something else, this kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. And I think we're going to stick with that kind of, the budgeting part of it helps because it just limits you from being like, I'm going to put 18 powerhouse cards in this deck. When you have a $100 deck, it's like, that's $1 a deck, $1 a card pretty much. And so you could get cards that are like 10 cents, 20 cents to get like some that are 1 or 2. And you can reuse stuff, obviously, but it was fun. We had a good time. We're going to try and do more challenges like that. And school, I'm back. I think I mentioned before, so that's been taking up a lot of my time. And I'm not going to TwitchCon, but I'm going to be going on vacation soon, so I'm looking forward to vacation.
Same. I'm already checked out.
And then, like 2 weeks after that, I'm doing a week vacation, but it's with family. And so on one side, I'm like excited. On the other side, I'm like, is there going to be fighting every day?
Bring Splatoon.
Yeah, I'm bringing and then, speaking of family, I went to I've never been to an Iranian wedding, and I went to one, and it was interesting. There was a lot of similarities. There was a few differences. Like, it was generally the same sort of ceremony. It's like people walk down, but like, it was just the bride and groom on the podium, and they were facing the crowd behind like a table of like a decoration, and all of the groomsmen and bridesmaids were just sitting in the front row. Like, they were like, once they walked up, they were like, we don't exist for the rest of the way. And most of the crowd was like older Persian family from both sides. And so when they were doing speeches after the ceremony, there was I think the best man to the groom was this young white guy who was like his friend. I felt bad for the guy because he was giving like this super, like, not intimate, but like all these inside jokes, kind of like speech about like, man, you mean this? Like, remember that time we did this? I'm like, no one is listening. All of these older family members like, what is? They were speaking in first. Like, what does he say? I don't know. Oh no. Yeah, like inside jokes, like. I don't like all of it way over everyone's head. And I'm like, and they just were like, hey, how's the thing go? Like, oh, did you get that? Yeah. I'm like, oh, he's talking. Oh shit. No, I was like, man, that feels bad. So that was an interesting experience. I hadn't been in a wedding in a while. I'm kind of like, it takes a lot of energy out of you.
Yeah, it really does.
I'm good. But yeah, that's it for me. Do you guys want to get into topics?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's start with Jenks.
State of the Union address for TwitchCon. Every year, I don't know the dude's name. He comes out and he talks about the future of Twitch and elements of Twitch that they're going to introduce. So, speculations for what's going to be said. Number 2 steps backwards.
They're gonna take even more money. They're gonna announce 75%.
The competition is taking better steps. Like YouTube is gonna share money with the creators, so it's gonna be split.
But
the split is unfair, but hey, man, I'm happy with whatever they give me. So,
Do you have any?
Yeah, they're gonna take more money.
Do you think that's the main thing?
Instead of 50%, they're gonna take 75%.
I think. I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool to see them do something with like. Maybe not directly. Like the streaming should still be there. I feel like, but I feel like they'll do something on the other sides where. YouTube has always been great about like you make the YouTube video from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. You make the YouTube video, making shorts, clips of that video are pretty easy. Doing various other things with the video after you've made it, you can kind of do well. I don't feel like, from what I know, Twitch doesn't have a lot of, besides saving the video, like archiving it or and you having a VOD, they don't do much with that stuff. I feel like they might go into like giving you some tool sets to be able to make your clips pop more so that you can put them on different platforms a lot easier, so that maybe not necessarily directly helping the algorithm, but giving you more tools so that you can go get your algorithms elsewhere. I feel like that'd be a cool thing. That wouldn't be a lot. Like I feel like if they had an editor, because I know they have a video editor for just like your stream, but if they had something that was meant for like phone screen, like TikTok editor, like I want to edit my clips to be a certain way or whatever, so that they're formatted for other platforms. That'd be what I.
Maybe maybe they'd add like a not like a search function, but like a channel where it's randomly like listing like a bunch of artists, so you can have better like discoverability, maybe.
Yeah, something with discoverability or her. I know one thing they changed. I don't know. It was like the last month or two. You don't have to order your like who's live on the side to be like the highest to lowest. You can be like, these people are my favorites, so I want them higher on my list or something.
Yeah. But weren't they gonna take away the friends?
The friends are gone, but I mean like people that you follow. You know how like that sidebar exists where it's all the people you follow who's live.
I thought the follow and friendship were the same thing, but I guess not.
No.
Never mind.
What was the thing you did a test for many moons ago? It was like they were asking a question of like, was it
what was it?
Was it avatars or was it something else?
Yeah, it was like avatars,
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
it?
something to do with Avatar. Dude, what the fuck was it? I don't remember.
I feel like that something involving that.
I don't think
Whatever
they're
that
gonna bring
was.
back.
Because they've been messing with, like, you see YouTube right now, like, I think Girlfriend Reviews and Dunkey and maybe a couple others have been like, look at these toon things of us, and it becomes the like avatars for them in YouTube, and also they can merchandise it. I feel like for partners maybe they'll offer something similar for Twitch streamers.
Possibly.
Like an avatar system or not a system, but like, you don't remember what it was?
I don't.
What do you think is gonna happen?
This is what I hope. Since it's part of Amazon, they should let you use anything that's on Amazon Music to be played and not ding you. I think that's fair.
It's fair, but it's not like that simple.
But don't they do that with their, like, if people want to do watch-alongs with Amazon Prime?
Yeah, they do it with the shows.
Yeah. And movies.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they have music, yeah. I just don't know what those partnerships would look like. But if they can arrange for something, that'd be nice. Well, I wonder also if it was it because like the thing I'm wondering, and let me I feel like my thoughts getting ahead of me. Certain songs might be okay now, but like if those deals end at a certain point and those VODs exist, couldn't that be subject to copyright issue?
Then they should have a channel that streams the music that's DRM free, but then when the song goes off, it gets removed off that channel.
Oh, okay.
Like they
Within
have like
Twitch's like
they have like a stream free version, and then like songs come in and out. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? You said that's what you hope. What do you think?
You're gonna get rid of all the 1 to 10 average viewers.
Get rid of them?
No, because they're always
take them out.
They're always like that. No, I don't know. I know they don't care about they do care about the big streamers, but at the same time they don't. So they're gonna do something with the mid-level streamers. I don't know.
Give them a tool.
That'd be nice. I feel like they might have like paid tools. Like, you know how like Adobe went from being like like you bought it once and that's it, then it became subscription. It's like you could subscribe to our tool set.
Oh shit!
And we offer this suite of benefits if you buy that.
I know they've added like 2 new things. Well, one's old. It's from YouTube Super Chats. So if you can now donate and your message gets highlighted in the chat.
Yeah.
And then the second thing they added was what was it? Oh, shout outs. So someone could be in, or you could just give a shout out. You're streaming, give a shout out to someone. It'll show up on that guy's notification. Oh, this guy shouted you out to 43 viewers. This guy shouted you out. So that's a cool tool.
Yeah.
Because they got rid of hosts. So I think this is their way of kind of.
So you can still raid, you can't host.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I saw Dr. Disrespect in some clips talking about something. He's like, if I ever had my own platform or streaming service, it would be the most interactive thing. Chat would be like, his emphasis was in his little blurb was about how engaged chat could be. Like, how much more engaged do you think or active could a chat person, someone in chat, be with a streamer?
Probably.
Like
well, because like they do the better, what is it called? The better TV, or what is it? The BBTV, which is like outside emotes being able to use inside of chat. And that's already one way that can be more, chat can be more involved. But thinking about it, there could be, I mean, the top the top of the chat can be used for like multiple notifications. Like, you know, this person gave this many bits, this person did a shout out to you, this person did this, and like, I guess you can add more of that, more notifications at the very top of the chat or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think the shout out thing is one other way. Rating is another way. Having channel points is a way. Having games that have integrated features now with Twitch, like I think, you know, Cult of Lamb has some. There's another. Dead Cells had some. Other games having some. Like other ways in which like you and that streamer can being like doing
engaged,
something together,
yeah.
besides just like typing to them. I don't know, like that seemed like something that like is untapped potential if someone finds a technical and creative solution to implement like widely.
The only thing I could think of is like sleep streams. The sound effect. Oh.
What about what's it called? Like outside of what they could offer, do you think with the TwitchCon like there'll be any big signs? Like you know how like there's always an announcement like this person just got signed for YouTube. This person just got signed for, you know, whatever. Do you think anyone huge would show up at who could show up that would make waves at TwitchCon? Be like, I'm part of Twitch now.
Ninja.
You He's there.
He's not
Like-
signed by anybody.
Right, but I mean, like someone that hasn't like that would surprise you.
Oh,
Like if you were heard, like holy shit! Like, did you hear who's on Twitch?
Celebrity.
You think it'd be a celebrity?
Like
The
Snoop
Rock.
Dogg. I don't know. I always think of like Snoop Dogg is so marketable. Like it's
Mhm.
crazy when I think about, man, this guy was a gangster rapper. He's so marketable.
I feel like him and Shaq have diversified the most. The two of them are like in any industry.
God damn.
but I don't.
I don't feel like this is a big change. It's just like a thought. That
But
came
like
to me with
even like anyone being signed, I don't think it's gonna be happening. Just because like Twitch is at a point where like it doesn't need to sign people to promote itself.
right.
If anything, it needs to obviously like now make more money. So it's gonna announce something with taking money away.
I'd be worried if TikTok ever announced a streaming service. If I was Twitch, I'd be fucking scared. Their
Yeah.
algorithm is fucking top tier, man. Holy shit. I
Yeah.
get discovered by just the hashtags. I was like,
You don't even have to try, and you get discovered. Like that's the thing. Like just if you as long as you post something, something happens.
you'll get likes, views.
I feel like we have another year before TikTok announces anything like that.
Yeah, maybe because like they still reserve that. It's like a elite status thing. But like I think once that saturates, then you'll see it get opened up to be like, okay, let's
Well,
grab
I don't know if they open it up in a sense of like having less views would give you the like the capability. They leave it the same, if not like optimize it more. Where like you have to have like 10,000 views now to get the or 10,000 followers to get the live view or something like that.
That could be one way they go. I feel like there's what they would consider and what I see a lot of companies consider is the tiered approach. They'll be like, here's this base free tier.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Twitch does it too, where it's like, here's this base free tier. Anyone can do this. Everything higher gets incentives to like, we'll work with you or we help you grow or whatever, signal boost, some bullshit.
that's
yeah.
true.
Should be interesting.
We'll see.
You're gonna report live from the show floor, right?
Dang, I kind of want to go to the speech thing now. Keynote.
Can
That's
you
on
not?
Thursday.
It's probably on Friday.
Oh, okay.
No,
already have-
you can. Anyone can go.
Oh, okay.
What I like about that keynote thing is they talk about who made the biggest waves that year.
Really?
And I remember Moon was fucking one. 2017 was Moon, and that was when he wasn't even big. It's just his growth was like amazing that year.
Yeah, I think one of the cooler parts of that stuff, and I always see like Twitter, what do they call it? Twitter profiles sharing statistics of like trends or this or that. I think that could be like a cool just conversation thing. Like we noticed this trend this year, uptick in this, downtick in this, shifts towards this. We noticed most of our viewers are on their phone, or most of them are on their this or whatever. Like we're offering it Twitch now on Switches, or I don't know.
Well,
Random
right
shit.
now, like anybody that would have made moves can't be talked about. Like you got like Ms. Kiff, we have Slicker. Pokemon can still be talked about.
Yeah.
She hasn't done anything bad.
I feel like if Dr. Disrespect showed up at TwitchCon, that would cause people to be like, holy shit, did you see who's there?
Yeah.
A lot of YouTubers, people who got signed to YouTube, are coming to TwitchCon. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like,
Well, because it's a
streamer.
yeah, it's a place to like become friends with people. So
And I feel like those other... Is there a YouTube streamer-focused con? I know there's like VidCon, but that's like to any content. Like that's broader.
yeah.
I feel like TwitchCon kind of hones in on the streamers. Like,
man, I'm gonna feel like super imposter syndrome there because there's like
Ludwig.
big namers and then just even mid tier streamers, people who get 100 CCVs there. Like shit, I'm a nobody.
When they're considered big.
you have nothing to lose.
I'm a nobody.
You're a guy in a pink wig.
Pizza man.
So to me.
I'm a nobody. I'm a VTuber.
Soon to be.
Just make those connections, dude. All you gotta connect is like either like S-Fan, will not miss Kiff, soda poppin', someone big that can just like, as long as they talk to you and like over time they can like slowly build up your following and
Hey, if you need a camera guy, Mizgiv could probably help.
stuff.
Heard you're good with the camera work.
Cool. Topic. Nice. Interesting stuff. Vargas, your topic.
So my topic is Overwatch is going away and being replaced with Overwatch 2. What do you guys think? So from my understanding is they're not going to allow the very beginning roster, right? Or like the intro roster from the first one?
Yeah, you have to like unlock them.
Yeah. You have to
Or buy
unlock
them,
You have to
whichever you
unlock
prefer.
the characters. I think whoever plays in the first season unlocks 2 of the characters, newer characters.
It's incentivize you to
Yeah.
go faster. Okay.
But what are you guys' thoughts? I think it's, first of all, it's messed up that they're getting rid of the first one. Like, they can get rid of it, but give it like 3 months or something.
The transition period.
Yeah, because there's people that like, I'm assuming they've maybe handled it, but like people would have had competitions or something, and now it's like we gotta move on to number 2 and do the competition that way.
I feel like I remember when Diablo 3 was at its lowest lows,
Mm-hmm.
and then it found a way to come back out and got way better. I feel like they have to really dig. This is gonna I feel like even lower
Yeah.
than what that had, and they didn't have a lot, but they had some. Like they went really low, and I don't know what they'll have to do to get out of it, but I don't think they will. I don't have hope. Given the direction Activision's been going,
I think in the beginning, because the Overwatch 2 is free to play, I think we'll have a ramp up. It won't be anywhere near what like the beginning of Overwatch 1 was, but it'll be higher than what the what am I trying to say? The medium of what the first one was getting a watch of. So this is going to be a little bit higher than that. So if the first one was getting like 100,000 views, this one's going to be getting like 150,000 views. Maybe.
I don't see them marketing really well. I don't see anything big, largely appealing about the game. The modes and like I got a chance to play it like a few years back, and even from that, it looks the same.
Yeah.
And the things that they added were like co-op missions, and they were just like it was like TF2 styled missions.
If anything, this is like a redone of the first one. They're just like revamping it to be number 2, even though it's exact same, like the same maps, the same style, and they're just adding some extra features to it.
Maybe you have to buy it again, or no, you don't have to buy it.
You don't have to buy it anymore.
Yeah. No, I see nothing but. Flats.
But like the people that bought the first one, earned like when it was in the beginning like $60, because like towards the end it was like $10 to $15, I think. But for those people that spend like $60 for this game and now they can't play the first one, they'd have to move over to the second one, which is free to play.
Even after Destiny 2 had come out, Destiny 1 servers still were running. Like people could load in and like if they had other friends that they knew, they could go and do a raid.
Yeah.
For a long time on PS3, and it was just because they were like, we're closing down PS3 servers.
Mm-hmm.
PS4 was still going and all this stuff, and they gave a heads up. They're like, hey, this is gonna be coming in, but like everything about like the head director of the game had left a while. Kaplan guy had left. All the Activision Blizzard stuff has been just a shit show. I think maybe when the dust settles, we'll see something happen on the other side of things. Like after it's been a while, I think the brand and the property have a lot of potential. I just don't see them doing this sequel in any meaningfully good way. Like I see it just causing more.
And with it being free to play, I mean, the only way it's going to make money is like the boxes, probably the cosmetics or something, which it's. For as long as the first one was going for, it's a lot. Like it makes a lot that way, and it's not a good thing because they just focus on that from time to time.
Jang, do you have any thoughts on this?
You know the meme with death and whatever. Was I a good game? No. That's. I don't care for Overwatch.
Did it win Game of the Year at Game Awards?
Yes.
I was like, I
Was it
think
like
it was the year. Was it the year Smash came out, Brawl?
I don't know.
I gotta look it up.
Every time, I don't know that game. I mean, to each his own. Like when I see that game, this is not appealing to me at all.
But now Overwatch 2 is free to play.
Not appealing to me at all. Like, I don't know. Why did a lot of people play it in the beginning?
Well, there was like
I think
was
it's the same appeal as like a Valorant or like not in the competitive sense, but in the sense of like team shooter, hero shooter. That was like a new trend for some time.
it was a new shooter, and
Blizzard.
at some point, yeah, like with Blizzard, it wasn't at the height of Blizzard, but Blizzard was
at a
still
good
doing really
point,
good.
yeah.
It was still doing really good, and I don't know. I think it all just fell into place for that year specifically, since it won the number one.
Yeah, it was the year Witcher 3 came out.
wow.
Pokemon Go came out. Uncharted 4 came out.
Hey Dale, Juma came out.
Inside came out.
I think the character design for the game is cool, Overwatch, but the gameplay got garbage for me. Hot garbage. I think it's going to be popular initially, but depending on how good the game is, it's either going to fall off real quick or it's going to maintain the hotness. It looks like it's going to be hot garbage, I think.
I don't know.
I think it'll have initial weekend draw.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
That's
I think Halo Infinite probably did even better than this. That one's fallen off dramatically.
Yeah, I remember people. I'm not gonna name any viewers. They're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be playing this game for a long time, man." I was playing Halo Infinite. It's like, I don't like this, dude. I don't like it.
It's yeah. I don't know. Like
Halo's dated, man. That FPS is dated. Like that physics of it.
I don't mind that. Like these types of shooters that are like of yesteryear, they can be fun. But I think in today's world, we just have so many games coming out on a regular basis. People are much pickier with what they invest their time with. So if they want to do something where it's like, I'm going to be playing this for a while, they want to feel like that investment means something and that it's going towards something. So like whether it be your Destiny character, you want to know that it's going to stay with you. If you're playing World of Warcraft, you want to know that your characters are there. If you're playing Animal Crossing, you want to know that that stuff isn't going away, or that the more time you spend, whatever it might be, or like it won't, whatever.
The villager when you haven't visited your island for 8 months.
I feel like some of these older games, like combined with that investment, and also just like if there's like little flaws, they're much more glaring now when you have so many amazing types of games that just get it so well. Like the bar is higher, and it's harder to thrive in that. And like you got to find a business model that goes with it to make it where it's like if your game's not as good or if it doesn't hold up to par to the excellence that everyone's holding, you have a way to like be like we're managing towards a smaller audience, or we can thrive still based on free to play. Like you're saying, like free to play is going to be the way that it sustains this. Maybe going mobile allows it to be able to, like Genshin. I feel like because of its accessibility and just you could play for free. Granted, it is making it appealing to do the gotcha stuff. They just get people just with that open door of like free. So there's methods to it, but I feel like it's harder like now more than ever with that. Like how many things are out there and just how many people.
I wonder if the roster has anything to do with it. Like it's got a lot of characters, and what if it's like just at that perfect moment where like people see it as like it's too convoluted. It's either like you have to have a set number of characters that makes it easier to choose, or just so fucking many characters that like it doesn't matter who you choose. It just depends on the type of character that you have.
It's like a League of Legends thing.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking it's in the in between, where it's like it's not enough characters to be like the massive amount, but it's also not enough to be a little bit of the amount.
If going back to what Jang was saying about like caring or like liking the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
what drew me the most into Overwatch were the shorts, like the Pixar-esque shorts that they would do,
Oh
the
yeah,
cinematics.
yeah.
I was like, show me more of what this world is. Like, I love Blizzard animation when they do cutscenes, but those were like, this feels like Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
So give me more of that. And like, I think that could help here. I think another thing they could do that maybe they could lean on in terms of their brand or IP is what League of Legends is doing. They're taking their League of Legends world that they've developed and they're making other things with it. They're making fighting games. They've made some RPGs out of it. They've done mobile games. What if they did an Overwatch fighting game? These character designs are all really cool. Like they're very distinct. They would make a great fighting game out of it, like as long as the system is good.
Yeah.
They could do other types of games. Granted, that could saturate it, but like I feel like what do they got to lose at this point? Like if that one thing isn't doing well, hold on, use that brand or the IP in other ways creatively.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Overwatch as a whole will be okay long term, but as long as someone's putting blood into it and life into it, I feel like Microsoft will.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft is just acquiring to try to like revitalize things. Like I think I saw some articles saying that Halo might go beyond 343 Studio. Like if they decide to separate, I don't know what might. That might just be a rumor, but like I feel like they need to hold on to the like Gears, Halo, this like if it's all going under the Microsoft umbrella, they gotta like make sure to breathe some life into them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the free-to-play method is one way to go, and hopefully that does really well for them.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's weird. I mean, just kind of on topic is. I used to be really into Gears, and it's more of the same game. And I've realized like all these like FPS shooters, like the one that reinvents itself a lot. Actually, I don't play it. It's Call of Duty. Call of Duty has fucking changed, like to what it is now. Like I feel like but
what would you say?
I feel like
changed?
if things are just too the same, it's not gonna last. Halo, Gears, they have that hardcore audience, but like Call of Duty has changed. Like from like Modern Warfare 2, and then it's all the same, and then it got into like this battle royale, and it got different.
I think the battle royale really felt like everything else to me felt like maybe it's been a while, but it just felt fast. Like the game modes stayed the same. It was all loadout based. You get the kill streaks, like that's still there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it in a
And
while.
then
So.
they changed it again. This new Call of Duty that's coming out, their new battle royale is.
Oh, it's a new battle royale?
Feels different, yeah.
Really? Oh, I didn't know
Feels
that.
fucking different.
I thought it was just Warzone. Like
Maybe it's just Warzone. I don't know.
Oh.
But they keep on changing the engine, which is good. If it's too much of the same,
well, they also had like 4 studios working,
True.
and they would rotate. Like Black Ops, that was a whole new
Treyarch.
mode, yeah. And then Respawn came out of one of them.
Infinity Ward, Treyarch.
So I think that might have helped with that side
True,
of it.
True.
But you're right. I feel like some things just kind of stick to one and just kind of falls into a mold. Cool. Next topic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what Sony's up to with Horizon Zero Dawn. It's been rumored, and a lot of like deep sources, a lot of people have confirmed the rumors. I think that there's going to be a Horizon Zero Dawn remaster for the PS5, and then in addition to that, there also parts of that rumor included mentions that they're going to be working on some like multiplayer game mode or something. And so my topic is kind of depending on which direction you guys want to take it, but one part is Last of Us Part 1 just got remastered for the PS5. This is, looking to be remastered for PS5. They've been doing a lot of like PS5 versions of like Death Stranding had a director's cut, all this stuff. how like is that too frequent in terms of these remasters for PS5? And two, the other side of it is like if you want to talk more about that multiplayer mode, what could that be? Like, so I leave it. What do you guys want to talk about?
So, first of all, with the the remastered, I think we've fallen into a moment in time where they do a lot of remasters. We've got a lot of games that are going to be remastered, and I wouldn't say that it's too early, but it's not spaced out enough. Whereas,
was it Forbidden West came out earlier this year?
yeah, and now they're gonna like remaster like the first one, which
I'm looking up when it came out.
I don't think gives it enough time. It's 2020, 2019.
2017.
Fuck, even further than I thought.
So it's been a while since it came out, but
Yeah.
that last one just came out, and just news of more of the prior to versus like, I don't know. I think like it would be more interesting to hear about a DLC or about new content rather than revisiting old, because I don't know. Like it's still. I don't feel like the technology between the two consoles. It's not like two generations of consoles.
Yeah.
It's one, and that one was on the tail end of the last one. So it was already kind of like at the nicer ends of it. I don't know. Jang, what do you think?
Horizon? Why? Too soon. Why?
It's also that Sony probably plans on having the PS5 for a while then.
Yeah. I feel like it's them also investing in like being like, these are our staple properties. Like look at them. Look at them. Like
Look.
everyone look at like we're gonna make it
Matter of
available.
fact, let me just take it out and bust it out for the PS5. Look at them.
Why?
But
sold well.
but
That's
for the
probably why.
multiplayer,
Yeah. What do you guys want or think the multiplayer would be?
I think it'll be create your own character, and
Okay.
it'll be like the characters in the game in the game, like the way that what's the main character's name again?
Alloy?
Aloy is, where you have all those abilities and you're going to be taking out other characters.
It'd
Okay.
be team deathmatch.
Versus.
4v4.
Oh, okay.
That could be also a
That'd be
thing.
interesting. I feel like given that there's a lot of weapons geared towards like the monsters or the robots and stuff, it's gonna be more of like a co-op kind of thing.
Take a big boss down.
Either take a big boss down or take down an encampment of enemy, like a different group or something.
I like that co-op thing.
Let me guess. They're releasing this December 3rd, 2023.
Probably they're like, all right, folks, we know when the next Zelda comes.
Zelda's got. Okay. They release at the worst times, man. I feel bad.
Yeah, I kind of feel like.
I mean, it still sells well. Shit.
Yeah.
More power to them.
But yeah, I think it'll be something kind of horde mode-y version of that. It'd be cool if it was more like it was a mixture of that with challenges, but I don't think it'll be too like. I feel like if they did a versus mode, that'd be very like, whoa, this is very different, and I feel like that means they would have to put a lot more resources in it, and I think they're just trying to get away with putting as little resources with doing more.
I don't know. When I think of multiplayer, a standalone, I think of PvP though. That's my first thought.
Yeah, but did you play? I know Jang hasn't, but did you play Ghost of Tsushima's multiplayer?
No.
They could. I mean, they could even do what Ghost of Tsushima did actually. So I was thinking initially, like there was a multiplayer mode where you go in and it's kind of like you fight waves. You just fight waves of enemies and you get gear. And the gear then you could like build off of and do harder versions of stuff, and you, like hone in on different classes. There's like 4 classes, and then they eventually worked towards an actual raid where it's like it was almost Destiny like, where it's like do certain mechanics to get to the end based on your class's abilities and mine, and we would get to the end. And I think if they put enough energy, they could do something like that, and that would be really cool. But I think at the base level, it's just going to be like a horde co-op.
Yeah, my my thought is thinking about PvP, but with you mentioning it, yeah, I think PvE would be a better way, doing like maybe like mass encampments where you attack them and like they keep respawning, so you keep until a certain point.
Yeah.
And then it
Or
could be
unless
like
you
a
take
raid.
out certain things.
Yeah, or it could be like a raid too. That makes sense.
I think a cool way to do what you're saying is if it's like one group is defending a base and another is attacking, and they swap that, where it's like the defending team would set up. Each team has time to prep.
Yeah.
So the defending team sets up traps all around their base, however they want to set it up. Attacking team is like, which weapons are we gearing out with? What the, ammo, and like you could almost black ops it, where like depending on how well you're doing, you have currency to be able to get certain types of arrows to blow up like their encampment wall or something.
The only game that does that is what is it called? The raid. It's called Raid, or it has raiding in it. It's
The mobile one?
no. It's the Tom Clancy game, I think.
Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah, Siege.
Yeah, Siege. Yeah.
Yeah, so it has an attacking force and a defending force, and although it's not like there aren't too many games that do it, it doesn't seem like a very fun mode to me.
Yeah, I don't think it'll. Yeah.
I think more of the raiding stuff is more enjoyable to me, or PvP, but like without the defending part.
I think if it was PvP, but it's like super stealthy, like everyone's in the jungle and it's like everyone's in bushes, just like
That would work too.
you see just a little bit of shake. It'd be cool.
You'd have
With
like
random monsters just around, like oh shit, you aggroed this fuck.
you probably have like
Take
different
advantage.
abilities you can like toggle depending on how many you have, and one can be like they can't sense you even when you're right next to them. And it's like, as long as you're hiding, you can just stay hidden. But if not, they can like sense your breathing or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Cool. Any final thoughts on my? I didn't have too much else. I was just speculating on that rumor.
I don't know. I hope they go the PvE rating route.
Okay.
Bring Bloodborne.
Remaster that. Yes.
Bring Bloodborne.
Yes, they should. At this rate, I feel like God of War, the 2018 one's going to get remastered. Yeah. Cool. That was my topic. That's all of our topics. Look at the time. Just flew by. Fill us up with Korean barbecue. Just zoom it through. Guys, where can people find you?
They can find me at Cold Marmalade, all social media.
At the Last Bosses everywhere. At TwitchCon this week.
Find them.
Everyone can find me except PD Perkle.
You can find me at Kujo Prime. You can find us all at the Weekly DLC. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, Will.
DLC.
You later.